Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Surprise Thursday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Valaverse Action Force Steel Brigade Series 3. Number 4 from Series 3. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here we have on the top, Valaverse Action Force. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. And a nice sliver of a window there to let some light in to help illuminate the figure from the top. On the front, nice big window showcasing the figure and her accessories. Action Force, 14 and up, Steel Brigade, Valaverse. On the bottom, Action Force, don't give it to the babies, Valaverse. Barcode, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, Action Force created by Bobby Vala print. On this side, some nice artwork of the Steel Brigade. She's Steel Brigade, Series 3, number 4. And on this side, Action Force. On the back, the cross sale, collect Action Force, Series 3, each sold separately. And there's nice artwork of each figure. Kill Switch, Eclipse, Pandora, and this one, Steel Brigade. Scan for additional Action Force products. Clip and save combat profile. And I'm not going to read all this to you. If you want to read it, I'll hold it here for a second, and you can feel free to pause it to read it all if that's what you wish to do. Action points 2. Cut and save action points for future promotion. Follow Valaverse on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Valaverse.com also. And Valaverse. That, my friends, completes our look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and her accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers. So we can take a look at some of the smaller stuff. We'll start with the hands, and I'm just going to make some general statements about the hands. There are 3 different sets of hands. They are all 3 sets on in and out hinges. All 3 sets have nice molded detail, and all 3 sets have a couple of paint apps on them. So let's take a look at each set individually. Here's the first set. It's C-grip hands, and you can see paint app here and at the wrist, knuckles and wrist. And again, same with this C-grip. And moving on to the next set of hands, which is the weapon cradling hands. And the last set, which is fists. There's that. Next up, we have the primary weapon magazines. They are in this shiny chrome silver. You can see it's got some ridged details in there. It's got some details here ridged on that side as well. And on the bottom, there are 3 of those. They are exactly the same. And here is her primary weapon. Rifle looks to be molded in black plastic, and this is all a paint app. And I have to say, I like the mold of this. It looks really, really good. Nice scope on the top. Does have a, well, no port. This is one of those rifles that where the blast effect fits over the end of the barrel. And then as far as the magazine goes, get the non-ridged end, input it into the gun, and there you go. And here we have that standard issue Action Force gun. Swarm comes with it. With a few exceptions, everybody comes with it. So, nice mold, all molded in black plastic, and pretty good amount of details in it. Here is her knife, molded in black plastic. Nice silver paint app on the blade, and nice molded details. Here is the extra head, and just like her male counterpart, it's gold in places where the head that comes on the figure is silver. And again, I don't know if this denotes a specialty or if it's an officer or what. I'm gonna say it denotes that this type of helmet is worn by an officer. But your mileage, of course, may vary. The final accessory is the Action Force stand, and of course we have the Action Force logo sunk down into the nice diamond plating of the stand. It does have 4 pegs on it and a channel in the back, so that when you display it, you can put a background behind the figure, or what I really think it's for is putting the file card. But again, that could just be me. Now let's take a look at the figure herself. Boop. And the helmet is nicely sculpted. I do like all the details and the paint apps, the silvers, this light color, this light, and then it's darker. It kind of matches up with the suit. So, here and here, I guess, more likely. Her vest, I'm not going to take it off. It's the standard articulation up under here for Action Force figures. And she's got a tampo right here of the Steel Brigade logo, and then some nice silver dry brush to denote use of this armor. And some paint apps here on the legs for the knees. Again, the dry brush of the silver, and on the shin armor as well. Now let's take a look at her articulation. She looks up that far, and hinge and ball at the base of the neck, or at the top of the neck, for that articulation joint. She can look down that far. She's got chicken neck. She's got some waggle. She can do the full exorcist. She can raise her arm at the shoulder just slightly past 90 degrees. No butterfly though. 360 degree rotation there as well. Cut at the upper bicep for another 360 degree rotation. Double hinged pinless elbow gives you that much bend. 360 degree rotation at the wrist, and these are the trigger finger hands, so it's up and down hinged, although these aren't wanting to do it too much there. That one's a little looser. Now under the armor, there's a cut where the chest and the abdomen meet, as well as a cut at the waist. With the armor on in conjunction, they allow her to lean back that far. Forward, not too much. She's got some hula going on there. They both will rotate 360 degrees. The waist one is a little bit more difficult to do. It really don't want to do it the way it's shaped, but there you go. It will do it. I'm not going to try to do the one under the armor. That's just asking for trouble without taking the armor off. Pull down hinge at the hips allows her the full splits. She kicks forward that far. Back about 3 steps. Cut here at the upper thigh for a full 360 degree rotation. Double hinged, pinless knee. And it gives you that much bend. And then at the, let's say the mid shin, top of the boot, there's a boot cut for the last 360 degree rotation. Then at the ankles, tilt down that far. Tilt up that far, and forward facing pin, full rocker. Now as far as accessory storage for this figure, sidearm goes right in the holster. The extra magazines go in these magazine pouches on the vest. And lastly, the knife goes in the sheath right there, and they're all held in place firmly with friction. As far as her rifle goes, she just holds it in her hand. And last but not least, the stand, peg, port, and there you go. That, my friends, is a look at the figure and her accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Valaverse Action Force Steel Brigade version 2 with the Valaverse Action Force Special Deployment Series Steel Brigade and the Valaverse Action Force Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Steel Brigade Night Ops. Here's the Valaverse Action Force Steel Brigade version 2 with the G.I. Joe Classified Series Cover Girl and the G.I. Joe Classified Series Zarana. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the Action Force Steel Brigade version 2, or the female version, with, from the Marvel Legends series, making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From G.I. Joe's Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Valaverse Action Force Steel Brigade version 2, I have to say, just like a lot of the other Action Force figures, this is a very nice looking figure. The sculpt fits, even though it's mostly reuse of, you know, at least one figure in Wave 3. And, you know, the paint apps are great. It just looks great all over. And, you know, if you want a female army builder figure, hey, here's one right here. And looks great, great accessories. You can, you know, get different guns and stuff to go with it if you want, with some of the weapons packs. And I'm sure they'll probably do something specific for all of the Steel Brigade figures, some kind of other Steel Brigade pack other than the heavy duty pack that's out now, or at least was out. I'm not sure if it's still available. But again, overall high marks for this figure. Nice paint, nice overall style, nice accessories. Just, it's nice. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.